Africa remain excluded.
Africa is underrepresented in global governance structures.
Make America powerful.
The question on this video is, why were African leaders excluded from Trump's inauguration list? Is this a deliberate act, or is there a bigger geopolitical game at play? Stick around as we dive deep into the controversy, uncover shocking reasons behind the exclusion, and analyze what it means for African place in global politics. Don't forget to like, subscribe as we ride on. As the world watches the preparation for Donald Trump's second inauguration tomorrow, the big question is, who will and will not attend? According to the inauguration committee, Chinese president was among the early invites, though he declined. In his place, Vice President Zheng will attend. In bid to this, the foreign ministry says that China is ready to work with the new US government. On the other hand, while foreign diplomats such as ambassadors have traditionally attended the US president's inauguration, no foreign head of state has ever done so in official capacity. However, true to his style, Trump appears eager to break with precedent, although this time his approach is particularly selective. China president's refusal to attend in person seems to have ignited interest from other foreign leaders. Some African leaders are eager to secure a seat at the US sixth swearing ceremony, which happens to be Trump. This is despite reports indicating that Trump's invitation list heavily focuses on leaders who share his ideology or policy goals. No doubt, Donald Trump's return as the 47th US president is making waves worldwide. But one glaring omission from his inauguration guest list has left many African observers questioning his motives. No African leaders were invited. From Burkina Faso Captain Ibrahim Traoré to Nigerian President and South African Cyril Ramaphosa and Kenyan William Ruto, none received an invitation. Even Ruto, once dubbed America's golden boy during the Biden administration, was blatantly absent. So why did Trump ignore the entire African continent? We will find out on this video. With the look of things, Trump's inauguration is shaping up to be a reunion for tech billionaires and populist leaders. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg dominated the list, alongside political allies like Italy's Giorgia Meloni, Hungary Viktor Orban, and the UK Nigel Farage. But what of African leaders? Not a single one. This stark absence raises questions about Trump's priorities and whether Africa still holds any strategic interest under his leadership. According to reports, Nigeria is among several countries whose leaders have expressed interest to attend Trump's swearing-in on January 20th. However, there is a little evidence to suggest that African leaders such as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu have actually been invited. Sources in Washington, D.C. say that several foreign leaders, particularly those from Mozambique, Peru, Chile, and Nigeria, are reportedly burning up the phone lines to secure a spot at the inauguration. One registered foreign agent told the New York Post, "If you are a Costa Rica, there is just no way you get invited to this inauguration." What is the value to add? By that logic, unless a leader offers notable trade or diplomatic advantage, they may be overlooked. So where does that leave Nigeria or South Africa? The South African presidency states that none of its obvious leaders has attended or received an invitation to a US presidential inauguration. Not even Nelson Mandela at Bill Clinton's second inauguration on January 20th, 1997. Therefore, Tinubu's apparent exclusion is not unique. South Africa, for instance, opted to send ambassadors to the US. This may have been a preemptive move, given how rarely African leaders appear at inaugurations in Washington. For Tinubu, not attending Trump's inauguration is hardly a diplomatic crisis. After all, no Nigerian president has publicly attended a US swearing-in. Appearing at the Capitol Rotunda on Monday would have made Tinubu the first, placing him at forefront of African leaders, fostering stronger ties with the new White House, especially given his drive to strengthen Nigerian influence on the global stage. However, his recent visit to Ghana and the United Arab Emirates this January, most Nigerians would prefer that he remain home to focus on pressing domestic issues before embarking on further travels. Additionally, given Trump's controversy record, particularly his remarks about Africa and looming threat of massive deportation, many Nigerians view his inauguration with skepticism. In the end, there are more ways to gauge an alliance than through invitation to an inauguration. In answering this question, first of all, Trump's American First doctrine often sidelined Africans during his first term. Unlike Biden, who sought to strengthen ties through initiatives like the U.S. African Leaders Summit and the African Growth and Opportunity Act. Trump has historically shown disinterest in the continent. His focus has always been a transnational one, favoring nations that directly benefit U.S. economic or political interest. African leaders, often vocal about their desire for self-reliance and reduced dependency on Western powers, may not align with Trump's priorities. For the case of William Ruto, from golden boy to outcast, Kenya's President William Ruto is a prime example. Once a darling of U.S.-African relationship under bidding, Ruto's exclusion from Trump's guest list is signal to a sharp shift. During Biden's term, Ruto's administration received praise and finance support, including his leadership in international missions like Haiti's security crisis. However, allegations of corruption, human rights violations, and his alignment with Biden's policies may have soured his stand with Trump. For Ruto, the snub is not just political, it's a public fall from grace. On this aspect, African leaders like Burkina Faso Captain Ibrahim Traoré and Rwanda's Paul Kagame have long criticized Western interference. Their call for pan-Africanism and self-reliance directly challenges the West narrative. Attending Trump's inauguration could alienate their base, while staying away reinforced the perception of African marginalization. The snub also highlights a broader issue: Africa's struggle to redefine its relationship with global powers. I must say, the billionaire-driven inauguration, no doubt Trump's guest list reflects a shift in the US priorities. By prioritizing tech moguls and right-wing allies, Trump signals a focus on immediate economic gains rather than long-term partnerships. For Africa, the message is clear: unless the continent can offer something of immediate value, it's risky being sidelined. This billionaire-driven inauguration undercovers the transactional nature of Trump's foreign policy. Trump's second inauguration sends a loud message: Africa is no longer a priority in America's global strategy. The exclusion of African leaders is a stark reminder of the continent's ongoing struggle for recognition on the world stage. As Africa continues to advocate for self-reliance and unity, Trump's American First doctrine appears unwilling to meet them halfway. What do you think about this? Was this a deliberate act, or does Trump simply not see Africa as a priority? Share your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss the implications of this bold move. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications for more in-depth global analysis. Till next time, bye for now.